This is the book of John, chapter 4 and verse 22, and it reads, Ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for the salvation is of the Jews. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Makak, Kudash, Brakatam. Double honor shall go to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who continue to teach and to rule well. Shalom to the Akims of Great Millstone and like-minded camps and individuals who continue to teach as one body, who continue to be out on the highways and byways, risking their lives for the greater good. And also shalom to the sincere Akwats who are continuously learning in silence, as the Holy Scriptures have commanded for you to do so. This is Azariah Gabar, representing the King is Coming channel, back at it with another lesson for edification purposes. All right. So this beautiful and yet sanctioned lesson for today is going to concentrate and be entitled, Where is the Rapture? Where is it? Because according to the Christians worldwide, today is supposed to be the day that the rapture is supposed to come. Okay, for us Christians. Well, newsflash, we're still here. We're still here. It never happened. So a lot of you Christians are waking up this morning with eggs on your faces. You're wiping the eggs off your faces. All right? Because you've been bamboozled and hoodwinked once again. Y'all heard? Because the bottom line is that these Christians concocted this false doctrine of the rapture, which, it's funny as hell, but it entails that Yahushai Mashiach was supposed to come and scoop y'all up today, the true so-called high, holy Christians, or holier than thou Christians, scoop y'all up today, take y'all to heaven, and then wait for the rest of you guys to become, baptized, okay? And then he's going to make a second coming and come back down and scoop up the rest of you guys into heaven. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you. And I love comedy, man. But this is truly funny. But what I'm getting at is that these holier than thou Christians concocted this because the elites themselves know that the salvation is of the Jews, aka the Israelites. You heard? So that's what that's really all about. All right? So when we go to the book of Revelation 21 and 10, and this is John the Revelator speaking, he says, And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of the heaven from Yahweh. Verse 12, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the 12 gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Yasharallah. Another cut, all right, to you Christians. It says 12 tribes of the children of Yasharallah, not the 12 tribes of the children of Christianity. Verse 13, on the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. Verse 14, and the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. Woo! So again, another clear cut to Christians. All right? So the 12 disciples were transformed into the 12 apostles of the Lamb after Yahushai Mashiach gave up the ghost. All right? So Paul the apostle, he himself declared that he was an Israelite out of the tribe of Benjamin. All right, so that's another clear cut to you Christians. The 12 disciples, the 12 apostles were all Israelites. Y'all heard? So when we go to the book of Revelation 4:1, and it reads, "After this I looked, and behold, a door was opened in heaven, and the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet talking with me, which said, Come up hither, or come up over here, and I will show thee things which must be hereafter." Verse 2, "And immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne." So who is the one, quote unquote, would be? None other than Yahushua Mashiach. In verse 3, "And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone." Woo! Another clear cut to Christians. All right? Because this description was of Yahushua Mashiach being a very heavily melanated or dark-skinned being, angelic being. So that clearly cancels out the blonde hair, blue eyes, reddish complexion of the false prophet or false god, Jesus Christ, or Cesar Borgia. Y'all heard? Clear cut. "And there was a rainbow round about the throne, in sight like unto an emerald." Verse 4, "And round about the throne were 24 seats, 24 seats, and upon the seats I saw 24 elders, 24 elders sitting, clothed in white raiment, and they had on their heads crowns of gold." Verse 5, "And out of the throne proceeded lightnings and thunderings and voices, and there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of Yahweh." Woo! So remember, the number 7 represents completion. So simply put, heaven is complete. It's complete. All right? And the Israelites are going to rule heaven of Jacob once that time comes. You heard? Another clear cut to you Christians. So getting back to this ridiculous notion of the rapture, yes, so you heathens will receive a rapture. Oh yeah, trust. But it's not going to be the type of rapture that you guys were lied to about. Because when we go to the book of Psalms 2:7, and this is King Dawadah speaking, he says, "I will declare the decree the Lord has said unto me, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee." Verse 8, "Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession." Woo! Woo! In verse 9, "Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel." Woo! So, simply put, this is equivalent to captivity for you heathens in the kingdom of Jacob. So that's your rapture. Like I said, you better be careful what you ask for. I always say that. All right? So getting back to this Christian who predicted this rapture for today somewhere out of Africa. Are you kidding me? The land of Ham, Africa, where so many sorceries take place, by the way. Well, guess what? Yahushua Mashiach has a cut for you as well, whoever you are. Because when we go to the book of Matthew 24:34, it reads, Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. And what are all these things? These prophecies. All right. Verse 25. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. And here's a cut. Verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. So, not even Yahweh Shai Mashiach, as great as he is, will know the hour, or not the angels of heaven. All right? So, you wacky tackies out there, 2/3 that want to continue to follow these other heathens with their nonsense, keep it up. Keep it up. I got those 3 words for you. Keep it up. Y'all gonna go down with them. I keep saying it over and over. All right? So newsflash, newsflash, newsflash. We're still here. We are still here. Y'all heard? So this is going to conclude this beautiful lesson for today. So all praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakakodash, Brakatam. All praises and double honors shall go to the great men of the men of great millstone and like-minded camps and individuals. All right. Kwam Yasharala, rise Israel. And as always, Lord willing, on to the next video. You heard? Shalom.